Hey guys, I wanted to take a minute and talk about what I'm doing during coronavirus. I've actually stopped working, haven't been working for quite some time because I don't want to risk my health in a grocery store or risk somebody else's health because I'm out doing this. Uh, I know I've been given some different feedback and different things about that, but basically what it boiled down to is even past not wanting to infect somebody or not wanting to hurt somebody or not wanting to hurt myself or any of that. It came down to the fact that I don't I don't want to live a life after money, and I've realized that's all I've been doing, and that's where I realized that's the American ideal and the American way is to absolutely do whatever at all cost gets you the most, and we have let a dollar determine what our value is, and so much so that we attribute value to dollar and money differently. I don't want to anymore go and eat fast food because it's cheaper and more convenient when I can take time and cook for something myself and devote time to that and realize that my health and what I consume and what I eat and how I choose to live is vastly more important than being able to drive through a drive through. That's just one example. The same way as a grocery store. I'm paying somebody to source and gather ingredients in exchange for my money. So therefore, I have to somehow get money to exchange that for stuff I supposedly need. Which is true. I'm not saying you don't need food. I'm just saying I think I'm going about it the wrong way. I'm still choosing to pursue after money. I'm getting a better car so I can go get better money so I can be more efficient and do this and do that. Um, I got Frankly, somebody said that I was being very capitalistic minded when I thought of an exchange of goods. And that's fair because I was. But I realized that's not how I want to live my life. I don't want to live my life devoted to a dollar. I don't want to live it devoted to an income. I want it devoted to life. Something more rich and more fulfilling than having a 401k for 40 years of my career and devote my career to work and a job and an income. That way I can win a race and be good and have a house and have a this and have that and all it can be. But it never stops. And then so I could retire when I'm 60 and not work. Why is 60 the shutdown? Why is 60 the age? Which basically what I see in my country is a whole myriad full of health issues anyway. So by the time you get to 60, you're pretty dead anyways. And that's just how I see people living here and how I see people pursuing money and the ultimate choice of their life is because they're living here in a system. And I often see those that support it the best, and especially this current regiment that I see myself under and president. I just thought I should expect more from my leaders than what apparently is available, or I have the option to expect. I apparently shouldn't expect more. I, I obviously shouldn't expect the way I have expected with all you saying that there is. This is great. So if you want to live that way, that's fine. That I respect it and have at it. I just want to say that this has made me realize and really value life much more than a dollar, much more than everything around me, that I identify myself as American and as proud to be one and all that. Because currently in my state of seeing how the world reacted to coronavirus and seeing how we did it and seeing where we take our pride to, I don't want to be associated with that. So, I'm doing things a little bit differently now. I'm spending plenty of time at home cooking, devoting my time to cleaning, creating different outlets, trying different things, developing myself. Because almost a year ago, perfectly, I went to Ireland and realized there's a whole different slew of things that I could have access to or be a part of, like having healthcare costs covered, not being worried about if I work in a field and get sick that I'm not going to be able to afford it. That there are more people that care about they're wanting to wear masks to protect ourselves from a virus but we're not taking the same considerations to the environment or air quality that we breathe every day without a mask. I was thinking this personally just because of seasonal allergies, how I never wear a mask, even though I feel like that would prevent most all that or greatly help with it, instead of going around just sucking pollen down my nose. And I don't want to be associated with that and take part in that any longer, that I choose to do things simply because I'm Southern American, a part of this family, a part of that family, a part of this, a part of that. It's irrelevant. I want to see a cleaner earth. I want to see better air quality. I want to see better transport. I want to see people that have health care. I want to see people that are happy with their existence and not simply proud of their impoverishment and how hard they work to pull themselves up out of it, even though they themselves are paying lumps and lumps of money just to drive a vehicle down the road because they couldn't get to work otherwise, instead of having enough diversity that they could go anywhere they wanted to or chose. And while I'm not saying there's anything wrong with your way of life, it's just I don't want it. And I'm sorry if I fail to see that in whatever way you want to convince me, but I'm really happy because now I value my health as a top priority. I value my food as a top priority. I value my mental state as a top priority. And it took stopping the ever chasing, ever wanting dollar that just says, if I only had a little bit more, if only I could do this and I could do that. And it's like, when's the last time I hand washed my clothes? I did that in Ireland. When's the last time that I cooked for somebody else? Didn't do much of that in Ireland, but would love to have done that before, and very much like the idea of exchanging work for goods and services. So, like, instead of where I have traveled before and stayed with families and helped them cook, clean, farm, do whatever it is they do, and in exchange for that, I get a place to stay, learn about the techniques, and get fed. That's amazing. And I realized I'm not living my life that way because I'm running after money. And I no longer want that. So I hope all is well with you. I'm going to keep trying to share stuff. I don't share stuff much or well because I'm so nitpicky until it comes to self-confessionals like this. But yeah, more to come. I bake some bread. I'm becoming a baker. I do game stuff. I cook stuff. I don't know. Not good at anything, but touch into a little bit of everything. So, thanks, y'all. Take care, and hope things keep going well. Let me know if you need anything, because I'm pretty much dollarless. I accept a dollarless wage now. That's interesting.